So what actually is slim tapping? Well, slim tapping is a proven system for weight loss and much more. Actually, it's for holistic health and well-being. See, you may be one of those people who's already figured out that dieting doesn't work, and statistically 90% of diets fail and most exercise programs don't work. And the reason they don't work is because they don't actually get to the core of the matter, where slim tapping does. So it can help you overcome your emotional issues with food. You may have found that you tend to eat certain foods, or in a certain way, maybe even overeat or eat too much of the wrong thing at the wrong time, in the wrong way, for the wrong reasons, because the reason you're using food that way is because of the unresolved emotions. So slim tapping is an evidence-based method that can help you get clear of not only the underlying emotional drivers that are causing, or the triggers that are causing you to eat those unhealthy foods and not to have a healthy lifestyle, but it can actually help you modify your behaviors. So this is where it becomes a holistic approach to improving your health and well-being on multiple levels. It's extremely simple, it's evidence-based, and it's extremely effective. And the reason for that is because it goes straight to the true cause of what the problem is. Because you probably know enough, you probably already have enough information about the right kind of nutrition that you should be eating, or the right kind of food that you should be eating. You probably know the kind of ways, exercises that you should be doing for your body, but you're not doing them. And the reason is because you haven't gotten to what the real issues are. And the reason you haven't gotten to that, it's not your fault, is because you haven't had a proven system and an evidence-based simple method which is easy to apply on a daily basis to change your behaviors. And you can go deep with this, and you can go exploring what is the emotional weight, the emotional baggage that I'm carrying inside, which is causing this extra heaviness, not only internally but also externally. You can go deep into that on the emotional level, or you can stay at a more superficial level, just changing the behaviors. And that's the beauty of slim tapping. You don't have to go through years of therapy to find out why you're broken. You can go about gentle, subtle but powerful shifts and changes in a way where you don't need willpower. You don't need discipline. You just put this method to the practice, and you will see the changes take place. And it's based on multiple, I would say, both therapies and practices that I've personally experienced over the past 22 years. So everything from yoga, meditation, mindfulness, to energy psychology, to various forms of psychological therapies. Because what I've become aware of in my own life and in the lives of many people that I've shared these practices with is that underlying the lack of self-care or lack of self-love, and so this is where slim tapping can help you. It can help you by increasing the level of love and acceptance and appreciation for yourself now, but don't stay stuck there. You see, there's often this duality, and it's either I've got to get those results and then I'll be happy one day. And when does that one day ever come? Because usually people with that kind of a mindset can't actually get themselves to become that person that they want to be. Or otherwise there's I can just live in the present moment and everything's okay. And these are two ideas which actually need to work together. And it's not a common thing to find, where you will have a system which is going to enable you, just like slim tapping will. It will enable you to be okay with who you are in the here and now, whilst changing and becoming the best version of yourself. And it involves bringing together multiple models into one method or system. And the methods, the therapies and the techniques that I've based slim tapping off are already evidence-based practices. So I haven't come up with anything weird or woo-woo or too out there, only things that work. And all you need to do now is give it a go. Just have a crack at it and find out for yourself. And you can try it for free. You just get the protocol, the slim tapping protocol. You can get it on the website, slimtapping.com, and you sit there and you do it and you notice, oh, I feel different. And you know what? I'm going to change the way I behave right now. And you don't need to think about how things are going to be tomorrow or in a week's time or in a month's time or in a year's time. Although the change that you make in the here and now, thanks to the application of the slim tapping protocol, is actually that first very change that you will see that in a year's time you can look back on and realize, actually, it all changed that first time I ever started applying the slim tapping protocol. So Andrew was actually right. I didn't really believe him the first time he said it, because I thought, surely there can't be anything that simple, that's that effective. Otherwise, I would have come across it by now. Well, that's why slim tapping is going to be massive, not only for you, but for so many other people. But don't believe me? All I ask you to do is try it for yourself, put it to practice, and experience, yeah, just that little subtle shift. Yeah, I do feel a bit different, and I am going to change the way I behave now. And that tiny little decision, and all you need to do now, as you're watching this video, is to make the decision to give it a go. And it's free. So you can't lose. You've only got something to gain and to benefit. Well, you lose. You lose the bad habits. You lose the bad behaviors. You lose the self-judgment, the self-shaming, or maybe negative comments or just negative thoughts that others might have about you. You can lose all that. You can lose the excess weight. You can lose the extra X's on your clothes. So you go take off a couple of X's if that's your situation. So then you can come back to being who you really are, and you lose, well, you choose just to release and let go of everything you don't need. And so all of that extra weight, that heaviness, which is on your body, you can let go of that just by making some very simple, and they can even be easy. This is the thing. You've always thought it's got to be hard. That's what they've always told you. You need to keep on. No. All you got to do is put the system into practice, and it will work. I guarantee it. I promise you, it will work if you put it into practice. That's all you need to do. But right now, what we're talking about is using slim tapping for your first ever session, where you, for the first time ever, give it a go. Once you've tried that first protocol, then you might also like to get your own custom-made, personalized, tailor-made to you and your needs and your goals and your desires slim tapping protocol. And we can do that. All we need to do is get on a call and find out exactly what your needs are, and then we can tailor that to you. And then once you've given that a go, and that too is free, and the reason it's free is so that you can actually find out for yourself, so you can try it, seriously try it. And once you've seriously tried it, you will find and you'll prove to yourself, hey, this actually works. Wow, I can change, and I will change, and my life's going to be so much better, and I'm happy to be a part of that. So go and sign up for your first slim tapping protocol, and I'll see you on the call.